Hi, I'm Nick and this is the TBT channel. Welcome to today's video. Now, I've been testing DNT scopes and thermal units for a few months now. They kindly send them to me free of charge for me to test, then I give them back. I don't get to keep them, yada yada yada. I tell you this every time. In a video I did a couple ago, I compared the Hydra thermal unit to the Thermite everything unit to the Zulus day and night digital scope, because I was going to buy one. And in that video I said I was going to buy, and indeed have arranged to buy, the Zulus scope, this one here. Since getting this scope, it has sat on my Reximex Meta Plus PCP air rifle. I've tried it on other things, but this is where it lives. The reason it lives on there, I use it predominantly as a daytime scope, and people will be thinking, a digital scope for daytime? Yes, absolutely. I think it's brilliant. The picture quality is excellent. You can use it at night as well if you want to. I have very little need for that, but if I want to, I can. But really, for me, shooting it in my back garden, I've got everything dialed in with the laser rangefinder, so I can just pop targets away anywhere in the garden and it alters everything for me. It gives me an aim point, and I love that. And if you were a hunter, if you're a target shooter, it's got to be cheating, okay? And that's just no two ways about it. Pinging your target and the scope saying, because you've told it everything about your gun, including its inside leg measurement, the gun saying aim here, you aim there and you hit it dead on. Some would say it's taking the skill element out, and that's fine. But if you're hunting, you don't want a skill element, you want a clean kill. And for that, it is absolutely perfect. So I said, I am going to spend my money on a Zulus one. Now, for a start, I'm just going to say these are cheaper than you would think, cheaper than I thought. There's a link down below, saves you hundreds of pounds. Take a look at that. But I said, I'm going to buy the Zulus, and DNT said to me, you haven't seen the Zulus 2 yet. I said, I don't need to. I've tried this, it's everything I like, everything I need. Why would I want more? And they said, would you want to try one? I said, do you know, I was a bit ambivalent to it, I'll be honest, and if they're watching, they'll know. And I said, well, you can, but you know, well, we're going to send you one. So they sent me one, and here it is on my BSA. If you go back, scroll through a few, you'll see me unboxing this, you'll see me looking at what's different with this one to that one, and then you'll see me using this scope on this gun, because this gun is currently a thorn in my side. I'm trying to get accuracy, that's the scope I'm using on it. The gun will get better, the scope is perfect. The main differences between the two, because this is a comparison video, so let's go through that. The main differences are twofold. This one has a little dial here on the top to zoom in and out. This one has a ring. This is a lot more like what we're used to on an optical scope. You turn the ring, there it goes, and it's got that little lever. I like that. I thought it was going to be a little spring-loaded lever on the top there that just stuck up, and you pull it one way and it goes up, take it the other way, it goes down. I thought that's a gimmick, but no, it's a turning ring. I like that. And the other difference is that takes your standard 18, 560, your standard, the batteries we've all got, and this one takes a larger battery, so it's got a larger battery life. I thought, I don't want to have to change. I've bought batteries for this and the thermal units. I don't want to change batteries, but it only cost me a few quid and I've got over myself. So the two scopes on two different guns, I've used that one an awful lot, and I've been using this one a lot recently in recent videos for this gun. So I will tell you straight away, they are slightly different in operation and inside the settings, but not different enough to be of any consequence. And I won't say one's better than the other, they are just different. They look the same, they're the same size, I expect they're the same weight, I haven't weighed them. And that's it. So this one is more expensive because it's the version 2 than that one. That's why I said I don't care about the version 2, I'll save 100 quid and get that one. because that is a bloody bargain. But then the version 2 is a version 2, so it's got newer stuff in it. Is it worth it or not? So I think the first thing we need to do, or the next thing we, I've done the rest, you know, looking at them, they're the same, they do the same thing, they've got the same software or very similar software inside of them. So let's just take a look through them, take a few shots, and we'll see where we stand. Conditions are sunny, breezy, but sunny. I've been impressed with the picture through this scope. This is the Zulus one, since I first used it, and I still am. The clarity is absolutely brilliant. However, I do know, because I've uploaded short clips of each and put it onto the TV to compare them, what you're actually recording and putting on TV, they're virtually identical, and what you will see will be virtually identical from one scope to the next. But when I look through this screen at the back here, the image is darker than real life. So I looked through, it looks a couple of shades darker than it actually is when I look with my naked eye. So what that means, this is odd, this has only really come to me because when I look through the two in a minute, to me it looks significantly brighter. Everything is not clearer, the definition's the same, it's just the brightness of the screen. And I don't know if it's just this screen is a little less bright than the one on the V2, and I don't know if that's by design or just this one happens to be slightly darker. It's a small thing, but it's a thing. So I'm going to zoom in. This is at 40 meters. Again, the picture you're seeing isn't the same as the picture I'm seeing, because I'm seeing this on a tiny little screen on the back, and that's at 40 meters. There we go, just zoom in on my little gnome there. He's sat on top of me ducks, and that's at 20 times zoom. So at 40, I believe that's 40 meters. Let's just ping him. Oh no, hang on, I need to zoom out to ping, don't I? Zoom out to ping him. 41 meters. So at 41 meters, yeah, thank you Indy, should run across there, don't want to get in the way. At 41 meters the clarity is brilliant. Then if we go down to the midway there, I've got another little dude, he's at 58 meters. So let's zoom in on him, and are we on zoom? We're on zoom, and just focus in. There we go, 58 meters, and then down the back there, zoom out, ping him, 73 meters, and then zoom back in again, 20. There you go. What I'm looking at through my scope is very good. What you're seeing on the screen is better. I know that because I did a test this morning, and as you can see, this is my Zulus one. It lives on this gun now, and that's my aim point. I'm not going to shoot him yet because I need to do the Zulus 2, and we need to do the comparison. But this scope is absolutely fantastic. So let's have a look at the same things through the version 2. And here we are in the Zulus 2. Immediately, to me, this looks brighter. Everything's sharp. It was sharp in the other one, don't get me wrong. This is just brighter. The sun's actually gone behind a cloud now, but when I look through the scope and then look without the scope, there is very little difference in the lighting, in the brightness of the image. That tree there is just as bright without the scope as it is with it, and that's the difference I'm getting between these. And I think it's just the screen at the back here. Also, you will note you've got rather a natty kind of rounded edge to this one, which is a nice touch on the screen. Through here it's very similar to the other one. The displays are in slightly different places. is 6 2/3 to whether you prefer them to be like the other one or this one. I think this one's possibly cleaner. So let's have a look at our little Gonomi at 41 meters, wasn't it? So let's just check the rangefinder on this. So pop him there. This is saying 40 meters, 42 meters. So I'm not going to deny it. The zoom lever on the top of this is easier to use. That's absolutely a fact. It's easier to use than the little dial on the other one. It doesn't feel flimsy. I thought it was going to be a flimsy thing. Now the wind's picking up a little bit, so I'm sorry if that's all you can hear on the video. So that's our fella at whatever he was, 58 meters, wasn't he? There we go, that's him. And then down at 72, 73 meters. As for actual clarity, they're the same. We've got slightly different layout inside of here. Let's just have a little look down at the tennis courts. What I can clearly see the chain link fencing, every detail of it, the top parts of it, the things going through it. I'm sure you can on the picture you're seeing as well, but I'm going to say that I prefer the viewfinder on this to on the version 1. Yes, I know there are trolls out there. Don't worry, we'll shoot them now. Allow for the windage. Allow a little bit more for the windage. Oh, gotcha. Then zoom out. Range find. 73. There's my mark. Shame about the wind today, but hey, you can't have everything. So wind's going to be about there. Bosh! And that was a hellish crosswind. So there you go. On the table next to each other, there's nothing really in it. This one's £100 more than that one, but it's still a bloody good price. So what it comes down to is looking through them. And I know, because I've seen it on the screen, the picture you see, there's no real difference between these two scopes. There really isn't. One of them's round, one of them's square. That is it. But I have to say, hand on heart, the brightness of this screen that I'm looking into here compared to the one in the version 1, it's above and beyond. So I love the version 1, I absolutely do, but the version 2 inside this screen, the view screen at the back here, is brighter, and to me that is better. The problem being, I've already paid for that one. I haven't. I said I was going to buy it. I haven't paid for it. They haven't actually come back with an invoice as yet. So DNT, I want this one now. I'm sorry. And if you've got a version 1, don't upgrade. Oh, should I say that? If I had bought and already paid for the version 1, I would not bother upgrading to a version 2. The difference is minimal. That is an excellent scope, and if you are after a really impressive scope that does really impressive things, but you're on a budget, by all means make the most of the version 1 while it's on this special offer. It is a bargain. But because I can, and because I haven't paid for it yet, I'm making the choice to pay the extra for the version 2, and that's it. That's your bombshell. I'm going to spend more money than I need to, and I don't do that often. Don't forget, this is my own money, so it's important. This is my opinion that I'm backing up with my own money. Please let me know. I know an awful lot of you have these scopes. You've bought the scope since I started reviewing them because you're telling me about them. People are saying, oh, it's fantastic, and this, that, and people are telling me they're doing things with it that never occurred to me to do. So please leave a comment down below on your experiences, how you feel about it. If you have any questions that you would like an answer to before spaffing £500 on a digital scope, ask below. I will give you an honest answer. Like, subscribe, hit notifications. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.